Welcome to Meadow Sports Complex, and it's the night. It's the open evening for the POST-16 scholarship. Leaving at 5 for the stragglers. Welcome to Meadow Sports Complex, home of Soccer Elite FA and Holland and Blair as well. We know so many of you guys, so many faces, players and parents, but we're going to give you a little bit of information this evening on exactly why we set our academy up 18 years ago.
We'll go through the programme locations. We've got 3 that are partnered with schools, one in Meadow, one at the Brompton Chatham Grammar and one over at Northfleet, which is the girls' school. And then we have our college programme here. 3 partnered schools that we have is Mapleston Oaks, which we have been partnered with for 12 years now. That is based in Maidstone. The University of Kent Academies Trust, which is our Brompton Chatham Grammar. Chatham Grammar is literally a 5-minute walk from here. Brompton is about a 15-minute walk from here, but they're a partnered school. And then our Northfleet for girls, which has just started up as of September. That is just based for the girls, which is a great outlet for them.
Mapleston, Brompton and Northfleet are all A-levels based. We do it slightly different here, but we do NCFE level 3, which is basically an old version of BTEC. BTEC is probably a lot more commonly known to everyone else, but we transition over from BTEC to NCFE just because we feel like it's a bit more vocational for our players and our students. So it's a lot more practical. It's a lot easier for the guys and the girls to do the work, and ultimately it's a lot easier for us to mark as well.
Fixtures hitting in August. All the leagues start in September, so kind of works in term time. So when the terms break for half terms, Christmases, they have the breaks as well. And that runs all the way through to April. We always go into like a little post-season tournament at the end, and then we give you the month of June off. So June is like a recovery. We always give them the time off in June, and then we hit pre-season sort of second week in July. But that will be kind of how the yearly schedule looks like, just as an overview. We have all different pathways. We know that we've got guys who are coming here to push for the top end, and we've got guys that just need those sort of foundation levels of football. So these are all flexible throughout. So we've got the higher leagues, which are obviously the National League, Youth Alliance and the Youth Development League, Premiership. So for us, again, if any of the players in there are not quite at that standard yet, and they need a little bit of time to develop, because all of these are under 19s leagues. So when they step in with us and they're 16 years old, it's a big ask to play against potential third years. So it's not a race for that. It's a case of us finding the right level for them at the time, and there's always that next step. So if they want to challenge or they're finding it too easy in that league after a couple of months, we can move them around. So it's not a case of you're signed on for that team and you have to play for them all season. So there's always flexibility throughout.
So this is called Playback. That allows us to have a camera every game and in training as well.
What that will do is get everything down to a finer detail. So when we're looking at players and how they're developing over the season, it's nice for us to go back from first game of the season to where they are now, and we can keep tabs on them. And this is important feedback for them to sit down and understand areas of the game that they can develop. Also helps us develop them as individuals.
You can see down the bottom here is every player's squad number. And here we're going through where we had most possession. We can also watch the coaches when they're coaching. So we can actually watch the coaches, what they're delivering, especially on an academy night. So a lot of these guys over here, they get to come in and work with their groups, and we can have that, and we can watch them coach, and we can also send that out, and that can be part of their programme and part of their education too.
Whether it's universities, American scholarships, full-time work in football, pro football, we've had obviously professionals come through, semi-professionals and guys that are now working full-time with us. So these are just a few examples rather than just all football. There's a side of it where you'll see that guys have gone into other sort of strings to the pathways. Joel done 2 years at our Brompton Chatham Grammar programme. He then come into us as a full-time member of staff as a coach. He then went off and done his tutoring, and now he's one of our tutors at the college. Zach was at our Mapleston programme for 2 years. He was head boy as well, so right at the top of the class. And then he went away and studied at Loughborough Uni with sports management, and then left there, come back here, run the academy, and now he's one of our tutors at the college. 16 years old, plays for our National League Youth Alliance team, was with me at under 16s at JPL as well. He's currently just stepped into our first years here. He's also the first team goalkeeper at Holland and Blair. Didn't like school, but he's come here and he absolutely loves it. It's great for him. I think it's gave him that new lease of life. He's around everyone all the time, and it is still a school environment because obviously they're getting their education, but he doesn't see it that way, which has worked perfect for Jack. She was excellent with us. She was at Chelsea and Arsenal when she was with us. Went to the States to a scholarship. Got drafted for Angel City, which is a full-time club out in the States, and then come back here, signed for Liverpool, and has recently signed for Aston Villa, so she's now a full-time professional footballer. These are the mugshots of all of the full-time members of staff that you'll see on site, whether it's obviously the guys that work at the college, the Mapleston programme, the Northfleet programme, we're all there as a group. So these are just some of the full-time staff that you will see running the education programmes for you.
I think this is going to be a great start to my career. I've been coming here since I was young, and I've heard that it's a great education. I just want to keep coming here and doing what I'm doing. The reputation that Soccer Elite has is just outstanding. I can't wait to explore this.